What is the most difficult bug mission to solo on max difficulty in Helldivers 2? Out of 23,000 votes, 70% voted retrieve essential personnel. And I agree, it's like being an Amazon delivery driver during the apocalypse and you got 60 packages that cannot even be slightly damaged. You turn a little too hard, they're all broken. That's how it feels. You have to exterminate all the bugs or bots and then get people safely to the objective. And the bugs are harder in my opinion. This dude's shooting my turret through the freaking rock wall. Can't even make direct contact and it's dead. We got dudes spawning underneath the ground. And when the EMS does work, when you're guarding it and you put it in like a crazy spot, you defend it real well, it stuns the bugs. Sure, you know, they're concussed, they can't do anything. They're so defenseless and immobilized. Guess what? They was fibbing, son. Jump through the wall, slice, slowed, dead. That's what I'm playing against, brother. So is it possible to solo, you may ask? I don't know. Let's go ahead and find out. That's the mission right there. Not to be confused with the solid shield icon. The shield with an arrow is about 1,000 times more difficult than the solid shield that gives you 40 minutes and no crazy breaches. Landing spot towards the second right black dot. That matters immensely for timing and positioning. Take stamina boost and jump pack for movement. The KG, Clussies, and gas track, because I might need them. And we got Scorcher Redeemer, and now Stun Grenade. I'm using the Scout Armor for reduced detection range as well. Now Scorcher is being used because I can shoot the ground and damage myself and hopefully not commit self-seductive implosion. And if I am damaged, I can then pop a stim without having to be in combat, which is huge. Popping a stim gives you back all your stamina and a stamina buffer to where it won't deplete for the duration of the stim itself. That's going to help with the movement aspect. Now based on where I land, I am almost always towards this door, which is going to be huge for timing. Toss down the jump pack and then resupply. I'll get those later. Hit this button, and contrary to popular belief, I am not hitting the third button. Instead, I am leaving town, brother. I'm booking it. I am gone. Cross country, sayonara. My goal here is to get rid of this escort facility staff safely to evacuation shuttle, that text, before it hits 12 or 14:19. And text is gone just in time. And 14:19 comes around, that's the first bug breach. And guess what? Now we jog back, brother. We traverse back to the base and start pressing some buttons. The bug breach is just far enough away where it shouldn't detect me, and soon I can actually shoot and it still won't detect me. Because the goal is to always be missing HP so I can pop stims when I need to. Almost freaking through. That was, yo, pop the stim. Out here stalling. So pressing buttons, resupplying, jump pack equipped. Should have used it right here. I'm bad at min-maxing the jump pack. It is actually kind of sad. It makes me really bummed. It's so fun to use, and I watch back my gameplay and I just never do it. Anytime I'm full HP, I want to be missing some HP. And for this Scorcher method thing, you're actually better off shooting a bit further than you might think. That way if you miss, you're still alive. You can go a bit closer and be missing just a smidge of HP versus missing all your HP. Because just missing this much, if I get hit by a bug somehow, some way, I'll still live. Now, whenever bug breach detected goes away, you don't have much time until the next bug breach happens. So I hit those two buttons and I'm going away. Jump backing off of higher ground, I believe, gives me more distance. I haven't tested it too much, but based on what my eyes see, I feel like that works that way. So going off the ledge there was smart. And now I'm going away from the base again until the text goes away to hopefully spawn the bug breaches on me. Speaking of which, folks have no idea how breaches work on this mission. They don't target the objective, they target players, as seen as such. They will target the objective if the player is too close to it, which is what I've kind of showcased here. And when that happens, they'll spawn the objective, and if they see you, they'll chase you. If they see the scientists, they'll chase them. That's this mission in a nutshell. What this means is, if you're playing as a group, it might be wise to have at least one person not on the objective, giving y'all a chance for breaches to spawn on them, maybe once or twice, or even 3 times. Giving y'all more room to breathe on the objective, and the person who's not on the objective can just run around like a dent. The more folks who are on the objective, the better, but just keep one person pressing buttons. And dude, I have seen some nonsense on this mission because I play with random people. I know folks will say, well, me and my squadron of people we played with for the past 10 years have a set method. Love that for you. I have Billy Bob Carlin Jr. and they got the worst loadouts imaginable. And I don't care. Play what you want to play. But when they try to win, things go horribly wrong, and chances are they leave the game because it went so bad. So I'm just saying, if you're trying to win this mission, have at least one person doing their own thing. Now here I'm getting a little rambunctious and risky. Waited a bit long there, press that button, but maybe it works out. We're currently at almost 30 out of 60. We're almost halfway there, and we have 11 minutes left. That's good. In terms of timing, this is going pretty freaking well. I think I've failed this mission more in a group than I have doing this solo, because I did not get this first try solo. Fun fact. Took a lot of testing. And initially, I wanted so bad to broad out and try and win by just overcoming the massive hordes of enemies, but you just can't. Not right now, at least. In the future, we might get some crazy weapons because the enemies might advance and our weaponry advances to handle them. At that point, maybe it'll be possible. And this mission is possible on lower difficulties. I think level 7 wouldn't be too crazy if you just like actually fought in the objective. I might try it sometime, we'll see. But on Helldive, I don't know, man. There was upwards of 10 Battle Titans in the first 5 minutes staring at me. Now this is the first moment we have enemy contact. And I had to gas strike him. Hit him with that secret sauce, son. It worked out pretty well. That was probably a patrol, and luckily there was nothing big. This also comes down to what spawns. If you have patrols that have a Battle Titan, which can happen, or a Charger, the current loadout, you could nuke him, I guess. That would kill him. To address any comments of, this guy's a scoundrel, exploiting the mission, how could you? Amen. I never said I do it ethically. I just said, can you beat the mission? Which, this isn't even that unethical. Like, I'm still playing the game the way, it's just that the breaches happen a certain way, and I'm finessing them, so my bad. Which, it's taking a lot more execution and also learning the game than you might think, for folks that aren't giving me any credit here. But, truth be told, if doing the missions unethically, I think that Eradicate is much more difficult than this, because this one just involves execution, not so much skill. I think that versus Eradicate missions, that will require mechanical skill and execution to actually do it solo. So I'll try it sometime for sure. It'd be kind of fun. But this video is just to prove I could do it to myself, honestly, and also to serve as a slight educational piece on how the mission works, because I'm so tired of people not knowing how it works. And also, man, people don't know that certain support weapons are really bad against the bugs. At the moment, a lot of things are good versus the bots because they have actual discernible weak spots. Versus the bugs, kinda, but also not really. In the weak spots that do exist, they're not easy to hit for most weapons consistently. So people be bringing things like the freaking anti-material rifle on Helldive on this mission versus the bugs, and they wonder why we lose. Which you can use what you want to use. I'm not saying don't. And in fact, I never say, sir, your loadout's bad. Don't use that. Never. I don't care. I'm just saying, if you're trying to win, you may want to figure out what's actually good. And that's why I said a long time ago, hey man, what if we made more support weapons be able to handle certain things so you could actually play different stuff and have more variety? But I was a bad guy. So I'm only hitting 2 buttons because I'm not watching the timer. I'm just watching when the banner goes away. I could watch the timer and figure out, okay, what is the distance I can travel from this point of the objective to the edge to then reach it to where I'm outside of the base radius. That's way too much effort for me. Like, I'm not, no. Pass. I don't really have fun going that crazy with stuff. For me, the fun things are pushing the boundaries of mechanical skill, which is not watching a clock. Now here, mechanical skill, out here dolphin diving away. I'm engaging that prone status to really further increase my, or decrease my detection status, which I have no idea if that actually works or not, but I feel like dolphin diving is the play. I'm a pretty big dolphin diver. I'm not a big fan of stealthing around the map though. I know that people love that. Pass. In terms of personal play styles, like folks that do it, yo, go crazy, live your life, have fun. But I really hope that we don't keep getting stealth nerfs to this game, making it so stealth gameplay is encouraged. Cause that's lame, bro. It's lame if it's the only way to do it. If it's a viable strat, that's fine. But if it becomes the encourage or incentivize strat, pass. Because right now the game is still manageable versus the bots and whatnot. Like if you're not, you don't want to be going hog wild and crazy and whatnot, but you don't have to be playing like a complete pacifist to do the bots. I feel like I could be doing better here. Damage myself. Shoot the ground now. No, dude. You're supposed to shoot the ground anytime you have HP. You don't want to be, you want to be missing HP at all times. Aside from the stims active. The hunters there gave me flashbacks to every time they killed me. Which is a lot every day. Those things are vicious. I feel like they're a bit more tame now. And this breach could have been better. It actually spawned really close to the base, I think. We're currently at 53 out of 60, man. We're so close. All I need is one more rotation of scientists. So all 3 doors, 3 each, 9. Oh, this is what happened. That breach was actually fine. What happened was these guys were in my base. In Mikasa. And the Scorcher, it ain't bad for the bugs, but like, you're reloading a lot. So I gas strike there. Stun them again. Hit the button. And here I'm just hoping my dudes make it through. If everyone makes it, we're chilling. One made it in. 54-60. Jump over these nerds. Then I KG bomb. I could have clustered there, honestly. Stun them so they can't move. They can stay in the range. Hit the button. And now it comes down to waiting. 55 out of 60. 56 out of 60. 57 out of 60. We only need 3 more. I threw a supply bin on his forehead because I don't have the ability to kill him fast. I could maybe scorch him from behind, but then I get pulled up on by the enemy gamers. Accidental movement is movement nonetheless. Look at me. 57 to 60. Still. We just need 3 more, brother. Increase. I'm hitting this button. Honestly, I should have gone to the other one because if I don't make it through, the other button would have worked out. We're still at 57 to 60. Who didn't make it? Alright, I have faith in these guys. I'm gonna go ahead and escort them this time. All these hunters, man. Hunters are, they're unideal in the situation because they move faster than the other dudes. He was aiming at not me. Wait, he makes it. 58 to 60. 58. We need 2 more. 59 to 60. And they're guarding the door. Who is paying y'all, man? Got the smallest balances in the universe. Oh, they're gone. They're on me now. I didn't mean that. At this moment, I wanted to quit. Hit the young Alt F4. I thought to myself, that'd be fine. You know, I'm at 59 at 60. I could have done it. Folks watching would know that he could do it if he just tried a little bit harder. He was close enough. But I didn't. Instead, I told myself to just do the thing. Try a little bit longer. You have 3 minutes left. Why not keep going? And so I did. Right now, I'm making it so the bugs are on the left side of the mission, the map, the objective. And I want to hit that bottom right door. I should have hit that button right there to trigger cannon fodder in the form of researchers, but that might be an extra war crime on my part, so I said, you know what? Nah. This charger wants to smoke. Instead, he gets the stun. Welcome to Overwatch 1, baby. Brig, brother. This dude's standing on business. He is guarding his Humvee that's broken down like his life depends on it. And the Bile Titan's lost. That's huge. There's a... what is that? Surrender flag in the background? That's the bug surrender flag for sure. That guy put the jets on. We have finished a mission. We actually just hit 62 evacuees. Personal record. World record even, maybe. And now all I have to do is live and extract. And that is going to be the hardest part. It wouldn't be the hardest part of the mission. But there might be the most action right now because I got to actually defend the mission. What I could do is wait the timer out. But instead I freaking go absolute stratagem hero on that thing. So when the clock hits 0 top right, the evacuation comes regardless. Hello. The evacuation ship will go for you no matter what when the clock hits 0, as long as you still have lives left. But when that clock hits 0, you can't use stratagems and you also can't respawn, which is rough. The upside would be you could be in Narnia and the evac will come and you can have all the bugs away from you. So that'd be the safer route, honestly. It just takes more time and I was kind of impatient. I wanted to get this video done, go for a walk, make some food. I got a goulash I'm making and my 6 eggs, avocado, hash brown, and salsa breakfast. At this point, late lunch. But instead, this took me a long time to record, voiceover, and all this stuff, so might be a young Whataburger angle. Man, I freaking love Gas Strike so much. And this mission's so fun. And so, like, I love this mission, man. I think it's probably people's most hated mission. It's also probably the most failed mission. That guy was lying. But, dude, I like this mission because you can get a bunch of samples, and it's fun trying to push the boundaries of that and survive. And it puts things on the line, even if you don't need samples. Give me a goal to push towards, even though I'm maxed on samples, requisitions, and every shackle you could possibly think of. It also takes my mind off these hunters that are lovely creatures. The absolute gremlins of Helldivers 2. They slowed me so I couldn't jump too far away, which is unfortunate. Whenever you die in a drop pod, it pauses the extraction if you're too far away, and it doesn't resume the extraction until you're actually out of your pod, and it could cancel the extraction entirely if it lands you too far away. Dude. Cluster bombs land horizontal based on where they land from your point of view. So I guess they land perpendicular to you based on where you threw them. If it don't make sense, I'm sorry. I may explain that better sometime. I can't die starting now. I'm going to die because there's freaking 3 hunters. They headshot me and hit me with a tongue punch, brother. Now, you might be saying to yourself, oh, look at this loser. He couldn't finish the mission. Look at him, bro. Guess what? I did. I just did it again because I didn't like the way it looked. I'm weird like that, bro. And this mission, I did the whole strategy of waiting for the clock to run out and the extraction shuttle comes and all I do is run away like a little bitch. But that's not as fun to watch. And this was a much sloppier version of what you just saw. It took longer, didn't look as good, so I did it again. I beat this mission last night. And the gameplay you just saw earlier, that was from 2 hours ago. So you're welcome, you know? Out here stressing over that stuff. I'm kind of weird like that though, man. I'm a perfectionist in the worst way possible in a sense. I'm not perfectionist, but I care about quality in the weirdest ways possible sometimes. I have weird standards, I guess. Battle pattern. That's right. Griefing him. Go ahead and escape.
Extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
I'm out here BMing actual AI. Look at me.
Victory was never
I might be toxic in multiplayer games, but no one watches me play those games, so I can't post the content, so we'll never know. That's cap. A new game called Project Loki comes out sometime soon, or in the future, and that's gonna be fun. Speaking of other games though, we got V-Rising update on May 8th. I have the game called Tax Evasion that I'm trying not to play too much, but we'll see. But there we have it, folks. Helldive difficulty, max difficulty, on potentially the hardest mission in all of Helldivers 2. Just done a little unethically, one might say. With extraction and all that in between. Fun fact, you can still get crazy samples on these missions. They're still the best mission to farm samples on currently until we get new samples or a new mission to farm samples. This is still the best. For folks saying that it got nerfed. It did not get nerfed. Stop saying that. Just stop. How many kills, brother? Look at 169, 75.8% accuracy. Let's go. GG's!